Good morning. Yesterday we worked on the distributive property. We were working on expanding, and I was kind of introducing you to that. And what I discovered is a lot of you, when I looked at your notes and when I looked at your Edpuzzle answers, we were distributing or passing out halfway. And it's really important for you to pass out all the way. Think of if we were in class and Mrs. Dunn was passing something out. Well, let's say you were even at home. Let's say that I chose 10 students to come and deliver ice cream to your house. You'd be pretty bummed if you were not one of those 10. But 60 people would be left out. If I'm going to do something, I really need to be fair. Just like in math and we have to be fair. So I wanted to make this kind of real for you. So what I do, included food. So let's take a look. I have two different problems I just want to look at to hopefully have you visualize and see what's being done. So hopefully we can solidify what is expanding and how do we use the distributive property. So here we have a combo meal. The meal includes 2 tacos and a soda. Okay, so if I say, hey, my family needs 3 of those. So let's say I need 3 of these meals. Well, that means I need 3 groups that include 2 tacos and 1 soda. So let me show you what that looks like. If I were to take this and kind of visualize it or rewrite it, oops, sorry, it would look like this. Here's one group that has 2 tacos and a soda. Here's another group that has 2 tacos and a soda. Here's another group that has 2 tacos and a soda. So I want to know, how much do I have in total? How many tacos do I have? How many sodas do I have? Well, with the visualization, we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tacos and 1, 2, 3 sodas. Okay, makes total sense. Let's look at what that would look like if it wasn't exactly a picture. Okay, here was our problem. We had 3 of the combo that included 2 tacos and a soda. We got 6 tacos and 3 sodas. We counted that out. Mathematically, here's what our work would look like. We would take our 3 and we're having 3 groups of each thing. Groups of means multiply. So we're going to take the 3 and we multiply it by the 2 tacos. 3 times 2 tacos. Then we add it to the other part of the combo. The other part was the soda. So we did 3 times the soda. What I noticed a lot of you were doing is you would multiply the first and then you would just leave the second number as it was. Or some people were adding them together and they said 5 tacos and 4 sodas. Okay? We are groups of. We're saying I have 3 groups that include this amount and include this amount. So when I go to multiply that out, 3 times 2t is 6t or 6 tacos, and 3 times a soda is 3 sodas. So as you can see, I get the same answers. I just wanted you to visualize what it would look like. Here's what it starts with. We break it apart saying here's one group of 2 tacos and a soda, another group of 2 tacos and a soda, another group of 2 tacos and a soda. But mathematically, here is what our work would look like. That's what we would write it as. Okay, you have to remember to distribute or pass out that 3 to everything inside the problem. Let's look at another one. Mrs. Dunn is missing baseball season, so I was thinking if I was at my son's baseball game, what would my family eat? We would definitely be eating hot dogs, we would have popcorn, and of course you have to have chocolate. So I say that I want, I go to the concession stand and I get 2 hot dogs, a popcorn, and 3 Snickers. Okay, I do that in more than one trip. Let's say, oh, you know what? I need that doubled. So I have 2 groups, and in each group there are 2 hot dogs, there's 1 popcorn, and 3 candy bars. So let's look at the visualization of what that would look like. So here's one group. I have 2 hot dogs, I have 1 popcorn, and I have 3 Snickers. Okay. Other group has the same exact thing, 2 hot dogs, a popcorn, 3 Snickers. So I have to know, okay, well, how much do I have in total then? Okay, when I regroup it or expand it, what do I get for my answer? You can see I have 4 hot dogs, I have 2 popcorns, and I have 6 Snickers. Let's see if when we distribute or pass out, expand, do we get that answer of 4 hot dogs, 2 popcorns, and 6 Snickers. Let's see. Here's the original problem again. Now mathematically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 2 and I'm going to multiply it by 2 hot dogs. I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to multiply it by the popcorn, and I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to multiply it by the 3 Snickers. So let's see. So I did 2 times my 2 hot dogs. Then I added, because it was an addition sign here, then I did my 2 times my popcorn. Then I added, and I did 2 times my 3 Snickers. So 2 times 2H, sorry, is 4H. 2 times P means I have 2 Ps. 2 times 3 Snickers means I have 6 Snickers in total. So here, 3 hot dogs, 2 popcorns, and 6 Snickers matched the visualization of up here. Okay, so distributive property, be fair. Pass out to everything. Remember that the number on the outside is telling you how many groups you have. The stuff on the inside is telling you how much is in each group. Okay, so hopefully that helps as you go to practice the problems a little bit today so that you can see what actually is going on or what is happening.